How do you like them nice moves? Alrighty, so going with that theme, this is Raquel Welch's Nice Move. And this is the color Bronzed Sable. So so Nice Move, this is a heat-friendly synthetic, which means you can alter this pattern. And what's nice about it is because this has like a slight wave. This reminds me of Charlotte's hair on Sex and the City. Every time I wear this, I'm like, oh, I've got Charlotte hair. Because her hair always looked like this. She always moved it back. She had the thickest, most luxurious hair. And it always had this wave. So this is Charlotte hair from Sex and the City. That's what I call it. But if you didn't like Charlotte hair, then you can always, like I thought about, and I don't do this. I know a lot of people know how to change the curl pattern in their heat synthetics. I've tried it and I'm awful at it. So, you know, I've accepted that we all have our talents. I tried to do my nails on my own and I practically damaged them. This is like the sand dip. So I just go to the salon, I stimulate the economy and I pay them to do it. Just like with my wigs, when I want to alter the curl pattern on my heat-friendly ones, I just stimulate the economy and I have them do it. And then, you know, I get to talk to them. I get to go to the wig store. It's a lovely, lovely time. I take them to do the rooting on my human hair wigs. I take them to restore stuff. So yeah, it's good to do things on your own, but sometimes it's good to have others do it too. So yeah, so that's my take on heat friendly. Or if you're not wanting, if you don't live near a wig boutique, or you just don't have the extra like $25 to go get it fixed. When the fibers start going bad, this is easy to take a flat iron to and just keep the warmth. You should probably do that before the fibers start going bad, just to keep them. That's what I did with like my Dolce by Beltress. I wore her a lot, so she's gonna lead a little more than that, but just to maintain it. From what I've been told is that these fibers stay better when you use heat with them. So if you keep using the heat, and that's why I said it's easier to do it on these straighter pieces as opposed to like, I think I have like Allegro by Beltress and it's all curly. And I've worn it like a few times and then I'm like, I don't know what to do once the curls get fuzzy and staticky and they start degrading. I don't, you know, I've been around the wig world, but for a while. I've tried all sorts of wigs and I've done all the experiments, but when it comes to those curl patterns and heat-friendly fibers, like if I wanted to maintain that, like I'm not quite sure. So I'm still on that learning curve. I don't claim to be an expert by any means on everything. Okay, so let's talk about this cap. So this piece does not have a left mono part. It has a center mono part. I'm usually like a left parter, but I try to, you know, expand my horizons and try center parts from time to time. And this piece just forces me to. So it's not always a bad thing to get a little out of your comfort zone. The lace is just temple to temple, pretty standard, felt, you know, everywhere, extended nape, with the metal stays, the velvet adjusters. This has that silicone, I think that's silicone material on the wefted cap that really doesn't matter if you have hair. That's more for if you're bald. Which personally, I would think if I had that against my head and I was bald, it would make me sweaty. Just my own, what I would envision anyways. So, this lace front is spectacular. When I first got this piece, I posted a video on my Instagram with this lace front. Oh my goodness, can I ever do anything? Children, gotta love them, right? Okay, so anyway, so temple to temple lace front. So this lace front looks pretty darn good. It's like, it looks full, but it's not stark. So when you do, of course, now when I'm fluffing my hair back, you can see the lace moving. But it's not like you're gonna do this and someone's gonna be right by you. And if you're self-conscious about that, use some It Stays on that baby, and then you can, all day long, you might jack up the fibers, but you could do that all day long and no one will see the lace lift. So yeah, that's that great lace front. It's a little full up here for my liking. There's not, like, it doesn't feel permateasy. It doesn't feel like there's permatease. It just feels like it's thicker up here. So, I mean, if you're self-conscious of that, you can always thin it. If you wanted it to look like you actually had a scalp, make that hairline a little thinner, put a scalp, like a scar weight tape underneath, add a little powder. Let's see how many interruptions I can have while doing this review. But yeah, making that more visible definitely helps. I mean, this hairline looks pretty good, but making that scalp a little more obvious would be another way to make it look more realistic. So this color, let me take this off for a second because the tag has the numbers on it. The color is RL6/28. So the 6 is obviously a brunette, and then that 28, I always try to refer back to John Renault's FS27 because I know that that's an auburn. So this is a 28. So this lighter color is that 28. So to me, it looks more like bronzy, coppery. It does not look at all like that color, like a 28. When I'm envisioning a 28, I'm thinking it's more of an auburn. So, you know, I'm not like a color expert. I try to make sense of the numbers. Sometimes it makes sense, sometimes it doesn't. Just like there's a 27 in John Renault's Shaded Sun. But I don't see that at all. And because like I said, I was compared to FS27. That's just the 27 with the fashion syrup highlighting in it. You can see the difference. So I always try and base it off of that for the color range. But then, you know, and then 14/26, that makes more sense. This probably looks more like that than a 28. So sorry, I'm not a whole lot of help there. I try to understand the codes and pass on what makes sense to me, but that doesn't make sense. But what I do see, if you're not wanting to listen to the numbers, because let's just face it, the numbers don't always make sense. But this is like a coppery, warm blonde, light, warm brown, or a dark blonde, depending on your color and opinion. Some people say it'd be a light golden brown. Some people say a dark golden blonde. But that's what I see it. There's no auburn in this color, in this piece at all. So it's really just the dark brunette and then the warmer brunette, dark blonde. So that's that on this color. It's very pretty. I like this. It's funny, like when I would wear this without makeup, I was like, I look so momsy. But with makeup on, it makes a difference. So just when you are trying wigs on, keep that in mind. If you normally have to put your eyebrows on, you normally have to do your makeup and everything, do that before you give up on a wig, because sometimes that makes the difference. There's some wigs I can wear that look okay, that look fine when I don't have makeup on, because I don't put on makeup every day. And sometimes I just do mascara, you know, but I have so many eyeshadow palettes and I keep buying more because I'm ridiculous. So I try to use my eyeshadow every day because I have so much of it. But yeah, so I like how this looks on me with makeup on. Off, I look like a homely, which I'm not, you know, everyone has their preferences, but I'm more of an outgoing, I like to wear eyeshadow and, you know, I like to dress up. And so wearing like a very plain color just doesn't suit me. I like the reds. I like, you know, I like some blondes. I'm trying to try more blondes. I really like reds though. I'm trying to find brunettes that I can get into. So that's just me, you know. But this is a very beautiful more natural color with some of these with some of this highlighting in it. So if you're not wanting to stand out, this is a great piece. It's very basic style, and very more or less like a basic darker brown color. I got this, by the way, off of Patti Pearl's clearance. I love it. I always scope all the online stores for clearances. Anybody that I subscribe to, I try to subscribe to as many that are good companies for their clearances, because why not, you know? And then that's a lot of times, like, I would have never tried this piece otherwise, but since it's on clearance, I was like, oh, I've never tried that color, I've never tried that piece. It's super affordable, 40% off, you know, why not? And so that's where this piece came from. So always like subscribe to these different people, different companies, because they'll have clearances, and it's awesome. But yeah, that's really all I have to say about this piece. Sorry I keep saying I'm sure somebody will point that out. It's just, sometimes we just do that when we're speaking on a video, and it is what it is. So here's this piece. This is the Charlotte York hair. There's one episode where she's like, is my hair too shiny? Telling you, go look up Charlotte York from Sex and the City. You're like, oh, that is Charlotte hair. So anyways, here she is, you guys. Thank you for watching, and I will talk to you on the next review.